Okay, everyone. So I'm here with an iPhone app review, and yesterday was a pretty big day in my opinion because Apple allowed the first competitive web browser into the App Store. That competitive web browser was Opera Mini for the iPhone. And I'm going to give you my first thoughts on it now. So let's click the button. Now I am doing this backwards, so it may not work so well, but we'll see. Slide to unlock. And here we are. Here's Google. Here's an overview of what Google looks like without the keyboard. You have the forward and back buttons, the reload button, the tab browser button, and the settings button. And let's say I wanted to pull up a website. This is one of the first things I noticed, was that you hit the delete key, and unlike Safari, it does not delete the whole thing. Let's say I wanted to go to thecreativeone.tv. It's a good site. I go there a lot. Check out the Creative One on Twitter, or YouTube, or Facebook, or any of them. And you have to hit go, which I find frustrating. You can't just click it and go. Another text message. Close that. Alright, so as you can tell, it pulls up the website, and you might be thinking, well, that doesn't look so bad. But you can't read the text. Do you see that you can't read that text? It is so blurred and pixelated that when you click on it, you can't read it. So you have to zoom in. And so it zooms in, and it is pretty fast. But it doesn't really render all that well. It doesn't zoom in great. There's some contextual menus when you click and you hold, but they come up under your finger, which I find odd. Again, I don't really understand that. So if you click, say, open a new tab, it opens in a new tab, and let's select text. Then you can select anything, and you can copy, search with, whatever. And then you have this sort of, may I say, fugly menu bar or taskbar at the bottom. I don't know what it is. I'm not quite sure why they want Ray Charles to be able to see these, but they're so big. I don't quite understand it. Let's go to Safari for a comparison. So we'll pull up Safari. And we are already on the creativeone.tv. So let's do it again. Let's just go there again. We will delete. Like I said, it deletes the whole thing. Let's click. Oops. Hold on. Again, what did I say about doing this backwards? Alright. thecreativeone.tv. You click and you hold and it goes. That's the way it should be done. So it pulls it up. Again, pretty quick. But then you zoom in. And it stays with the text, and it puts the text in order, and you do the zooming. Oop, I just hit the phone. You do the zooming, and the scrolling, and the back and the forth, and it works. And if you select something, there we go, select something, it brings it up above your finger, which is nice and the way it should be. And then we have the bottom taskbar. It's sleek, it's minimal, it's not intrusive. That's more than I can say for Opera. So, here are my general thoughts. What I like about Opera, it is fast. The long touch contextual menus that Opera has are kind of nice because you can search with, you can copy, you can do several things that you really can't with Safari. But the things that I don't like about it are pretty much everything else. It seems clunky. It seems non-iPhone-like. I'm surprised that Apple let it in the App Store anyways, but there's lots of apps in the App Store that I don't think should be on my iPhone, so I guess that's a personal taste type thing. But I guess at the end of the day, it is nice that Apple is finally allowing competition into the App Store for people who do want choice. And personally, for me, I think that this means that Safari for the iPhone can only get better, is how I look at it. So, there's my first impressions of Opera Mini for the iPhone. I may be back later with a more long-term test video. Alright, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.